Hi guys, welcome back to my videos. I hope you're doing amazing. My name is Visha and I'm a life coach for emotional freedom and becoming your highest version. Deep down now, each one of us knows what our deepest desires are and what needs to be done to create the extraordinary life we dream of. But the problem is we have lost our connection with our inner self to walk on this path of happiness and deep fulfillment. So, inner work is nothing but the journey back to our original ideal self we were born as and reclaiming the person we truly are. No matter how busy we get in our lives, how many trophies we win along the journey, unless you fulfill the longing in your heart that you have been ignoring, the emptiness we feel even after achieving one goal after another will remain. You won't feel complete or content in your life. So, here I'm talking about listening to the whispers of our heart. Earth is a fantastic growth school. So, we all come here to evolve our soul, to do the internal work needed, while also living a happy, contented life alongside these learning and this evolving journey. And this very inner work is what reconnects us to our personal magnificence. And the more we lose sight of this natural magnificence now of who we truly are, the more we lose respect for ourselves. And this whole inner work journey is all about remembering who we were before the societal conditioning took over. So it's nothing more than a journey back home, a recovery of the gifts we lost as we grew up. And the major roadblock to uncovering our true self is fear. Fear of our own light and the guilt of mishandling our own potential, our own power. Because with great talent comes great responsibility also. Okay. So to know your true self and to do the inner work needed to evolve is our highest responsibility in this world. And the highest form of success is not doing more, but about being more as a person, because in life we don't get what we want, we get what we are. Okay, the true success is living our life according to our own truth and our own terms. The richest person in the world is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. Moreover, now life gives us ample opportunities to discover the pieces of ourselves that need that inner work through the people we meet and the situations we face in our lives. Everyone who enters our life comes at precisely the moment we most need to learn the lesson they are here to teach. Okay, there are no coincidences, only an intelligent process orchestrated by the universe designed to help us evolve into our best selves. As it is said, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Okay, our feelings give us the wisdom about what we are experiencing inside, insights from our subconscious mind that we may not be even aware of. Okay, we all have this phenomenal power within us, the potential to create the life we desire for. But with this potential now comes great responsibility, and often it is this responsibility that scares us from becoming our highest version. Okay, and here I'm talking about the leadership of our personal responsibility, self discovery, and creating value in the world through the person we become. Okay, and this simply means that for life to change, we must change. And the moment you understand this, you get your power back. Okay, so once you start opening to the world, now the world will begin to open up to you as well. Okay, so on this journey of doing this inner work, discovering who we truly are and living in alignment with that, the first step is being aware and owning the shadow aspects of being human. I have made multiple videos on embracing the shadow side, but the fact is now what we do not own about ourselves owns us. Okay, so only when we accept all of ourselves can we truly love ourselves. And one more thing you will also notice here, while embracing your shadow self, now the more you bring light to your shadow aspects, now the more they begin revealing themselves also. Okay, and it takes huge internal strength to go deep into our own darkness, face our own self-limiting beliefs, and do the inner work needed to turn them into strengths. Why? Because as humans now, we are change resistant. That ancient part of our brain, the amygdala, craves routine and resists any personal change. Okay, so it seeks only constant safety and control. But once you start doing this inner work, na, the major obstacles are parts of our own mind that do not want to risk going into the unknown to rediscovering ourselves. Okay, and that is why the most difficult battle in the world is fighting our own inner demons. Okay, but here you must trust and start believing in the unknown, for this is the place where anything and everything is possible. Okay, so stop trying to control every moment in life. Just be for a while. Let go of the belief that you know what's best for you. Okay, and we all see the limits of the world, what we can and what we cannot have through the limits of our own field of vision. Okay, as Mahatma Gandhi beautifully said once, the only devils in the world are those which are running in our own hearts. And that is the where the battle should be fought. Okay? We just need to get out of our own way. And we can walk in this inner path journey by slowly teaching our brain that change is good and start showing up as a person who trusts the unknown and their inner wisdom, which is beyond intellect, reasoning, or any logic of our brain. Okay, when I started my own inner work journey now, what motivated me was realizing that I had been doing the same things for years and stuck. So I had two options: either remain the same person, as in living the same life and staying stuck, or take a chance walking into the unknown, trusting something far higher than me, even though I could not see what would come next. Okay, but the second option carried the hope that one day my life might change, the life I had been longing for. So, but the first option guaranteed me for staying stuck there. Okay, so the choice is yours. So you can stay stuck where you are and live the same life you are living, or you can take the risk of trusting the unknown, the risk of taking responsibility for your actions, and in turn for your life. Okay, so choose wisely. Life is all about making choices. As Einstein beautifully said, many people are trapped in their everyday habits, partly numb, partly scared, and partly indifferent now. Okay, so to have a better life now, we must keep choosing how we live. The choices we make in each and every moment add up to the kind of life we create for ourselves. Okay, and we are all free to choose our lives. And another intriguing way of doing this inner work is letting go of judging what is happening in our lives as right or wrong. Stop labeling experiences and start accepting them without resistance. Believe that everything is happening to you is simply an opportunity to grow and heal the parts of yourself that needs attention. Okay, because life itself presents with a series of lessons. Once we pass one course, we move on to the next. So if we don't learn the lesson, that the course repeats. Okay, people and situations will keep recurring in our lives until we finally get the lesson they are trying to teach us. Okay, so resistance only prolongs our suffering, because our current reality is a complete reflection of the lessons we most need to learn. Okay, the things that press our buttons are clues for growth and evolution. Okay, so when you take the responsibility for your role in these situations and grow from them, now those people, those situations will stop appearing in your life. Okay, and the best way to respond is by choosing your highest, most loving action in every situation, because this is the power of working on yourself rather than trying to change others. Okay, and when you go deep now, you will realize that people doing or saying something wrong are usually hurt or scared at their core. Okay, so they need love and care the most at that time. Okay, so by responding with compassion, you create a safe space for their higher self to show up also. Okay, now here comes a role of knowing our principles and core values while doing this inner work, because this is very important aspect of doing this work. Okay, knowing your true values, the one that you won't compromise with, and don't let anyone make you feel inferior or less. Okay, we project into our outer world who we internally are. So to change the outer world, work on the core values that are subconsciously guiding you. Okay, become aware of those false assumptions, those limiting beliefs, and those fears that are keeping you small, and your external world will change. Okay, never forget, when we work on ourselves now, our oldest and deepest demons resurface. And a part of us will resist change, clinging to those old ways of thinking, feeling, or acting. Okay, so clarify the standards you need to live by to remain true to yourself. Okay, allow yourself to feel rather than think all the time. Here, now, integrity plays a very important role in doing this inner work. You know, the integrity gap, have you heard of this? The integrity gap is the difference between who we are on the inside, our true self, and who we show on the outside, our social self. Okay, and the greater this gap, now, the greater is our unhappiness inside. Okay, so the moment you start showing up as your true self, living according to your core values, you close this integrity gap. Okay, you want to discover what makes you feel truly at home in your life, your unique purpose, knowing your highest goals, allow you to be more selective about what you want and what you won't accept in your life. Okay, so that's why your purpose gives you the strength to face any adversity with courage, patience, and inner wisdom. Okay, there's an old saying, you don't really discover your destiny discovers you. Okay, we all have what we seek. It is there all the time, and if we give it time, it will make itself known to us. Okay, now, another important aspect of doing this inner work is to live in the present moment. While we are on this planet to grow and evolve our souls, now, happiness is found along the journey. All the peace, joy, contentment are to be felt along the path, not after reaching the destination. Okay, so stop trying to control life, stop running from one goal to another, and stop looking for all the answers at once. Okay, just pause, breathe, and be. Remember, inner work isn't just a task, it's a journey back to ourselves. So it's about discovering who we truly are, embracing every part of ourselves, and living in alignment with our values and our purpose. Okay, so when you do this work, you will stop running from your fears, stop seeking fulfillment in the outer world, and start creating a life that resonates deeply with your soul. Okay, the world may try to define you, circumstances may challenge you, and people may push your buttons. But the real transformation happens when you take the responsibility for your own growth. Every challenge, every lesson, every shadow you face is an opportunity to evolve, to rise stronger, and to shine brighter. Okay, so inner work is the key to freedom, freedom from self doubt, limiting beliefs, and from repeating those old patterns. It is a path to true happiness, inner peace, and lasting fulfillment. And when you commit to this journey now, you reclaim your power, you open your heart, and you align with the life you were always meant to live. Okay, so choose yourself, step into your truth, and lead your life from the inside out. Because when you do the work within, everything around you transforms, and the person you have been longing to become begins to emerge. Okay, with this, I close today's session, and in my next session, I will share some practical ways how can we integrate this inner work journey into our daily lives as well. Till then, take care.